Alright, at number 2 here on the top 20 countdown, again it deals with Transformers, and it's Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Now I know you're thinking, Brian, why ain't this ranked higher? Why didn't you rank it higher? It's very, very good. I know it's very good. I saw it in the theaters this past June, July with my nephew and my sister and her brother-in-law. I really enjoyed it. It was a tremendous film. I did a damn review on it here on my YT site, so on my YT channel, so don't check that out. But overall, it's just a tremendous film. I mean, oh my gosh. I mean, there were some things in there, I didn't expect, like Prime dying but then being revived. Jetfire being an old, beat up jet, old fart got a deal. um, the RC twins was definitely a good addition. I'm not sure, again, I can't remember if one of them does die in the film. I don't think so. I'm not really sure if they could just get blasted. I don't know. But it was good to see them in there. But, I mean, if you have not seen this film yet, and it's still in the theaters, or in some theaters near you, go see it. Go see this film. If you've not seen it yet, go see it if you can. I mean, I know it's coming out to video this next coming month or so, but go see this if you can, because it is a great film. It is tremendous. I mean, it is one of the best all-time films, I think, of the century so far, if not of all time. So go see this film. It is a tremendous film. And if not, buy it when it comes out to DVD and Blu-ray. You will not regret it. And that's all I could say, and that is why Revenge of the Fallen of Transformers is number 2. And now for number 1 on the top 20 countdown. Alright. Now we are here at number 1, my favorite number 1 all-time movie of all time. And again, it deals with Transformers, and if you know me, it shouldn't be no surprise that number 1 is the original 1986 animated feature film Transformers the movie. That's right. And this film, to me, I have seen, according to my sisters, I have seen over 1,000,000,000 times, because it seems to them I know every line and every scene in that film by heart, and maybe I do. But to me, when this film, when I was a kid, I was only about 7 years old when this movie was coming out. And I remember when it was being advertised, I was just gonna go completely out of my mind. I wanted my parents to go take me to see it so badly. But unfortunately, I found out that I'm not the only kid at that time and stage in my life in the 80s that didn't go see it in the theaters. Had to wait for it to come out in VHS. But fortunately, I was lucky enough to be one of the first kids in my neighborhood or in my city to watch it on VHS, because my family reserved it at our local neighborhood video, which was pretty good. Thank God for that. And ever since then, anytime I would see it there in the video stores, I would rent it. Anytime I would see it on television, I would rent it. I really, really enjoyed it, and it was just tremendous. Just a tremendous, 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 I know I say it so much on this countdown, but just tremendous film. Just a tremendous film. And I'm actually happy that I think about 8 years ago or so, in Indiana, they rented out, from what Vince DiCola said, who did the music score for this film. From what he said, they rented out a very nice theater and re-showed it on the big screen. I'm very happy they did that. I wish they would have done that before the live action films came out, because it would have given us a better taste. Well, not saying that these films didn't give us a great taste, they did, but this would have definitely whetted our appetite if they would have done that. And then more importantly, they should have released it on IMAX before the second film came out, because that really would have whet our appetite, you know what I'm saying? But I love the film. I mean, I bought the film on VHS when it got re-released by Rhino. I recorded it off television way before that. When I was living in Fremont, California back in '89, I believe. I bought it on DVD from Kid Rhino. I bought the 20th anniversary from it. I bought the 20th anniversary Optimus Prime figure for the movie. What's that tell you? but I just love the film. I was a little saddened that they had killed off Optimus Prime in the film. I didn't like that. But they did bring him back in the series. Thank you, God, for that. I think it kind of took my mom. I'm not really sure about it. I think it took her by surprise at the violent tone and nature of the film. I mean, I know that a lot of people that have grown up on it have said that from what they read and understood, when the Autobots like Ironhide and Ratchet and Prowl and Brawn died or were killed off, that after that took place, the parents took the kids and left the theaters. And even if they sat through that after Prime died, they took the kids and ran out of the theaters because they didn't like what they were seeing. But you know, but nowadays, you look back on it and you think, if you're a parent and if you're a parent and you look back on it and you look at your kids who are probably parents now, and you probably think to yourself, boy, that was embarrassing. I shouldn't have done that. It wasn't really that violent. But back then it was, and PG movies back then were kind of violent at times. But overall, the film to me was a great, great film. I mean, I've now, anytime I get a chance to watch it, I do. And I can watch it any time now because I have the DVD. But overall, and I know I say that a lot in this countdown, but overall, if you have not seen this film yet, and I don't know who has not seen this film yet, because that would be that's total bullshit if no one's seen this film yet. But if you haven't, where have you been? Go see it, rent it, buy it. You'll enjoy it. And that's all I have to say for Transformers the movie, the 1986 animated feature, which is #1 here on the top 20 countdown of my movies of all time. And I hope you enjoyed this top 20 countdown. You got any comments? Just let me know. You got your own countdowns? Go ahead and do them. And I'll talk to you all later. Thank you for listening and watching, and God bless.